Hi guys, and welcome to my channel Feathers from Heaven Tarot. So today I'm going to do a reading on your next relationship. So this is for singles, what to expect in your next relationship. So we got 3 piles for you to choose from: pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3. Take a moment to select your pile and then I'll see you in your reading. Okay, so pile number 1, for those of you that selected this image, let's have a look. So I am going to shuffle on camera. So let's find out about your next relationship. What can pile number 1 expect from their next relationship? What can they expect from their next relationship? Okay. So I feel with your next relationship, it's going to happen quickly. Let me just get some clarification. So, please clarify King of Cups. Please clarify. Okay. And Five of Wands. Okay. So I feel like your next relationship is going to happen pretty quickly after one relationship has ended. So I feel like for pile number 1, you were in a relationship with someone quite recently, or you're currently in a relationship at the moment where you are having conflicts, arguments with this person. I feel like it's made you put your guards up. Both of you, I feel like both parties have their guards up, very defensive, and you just feel quite burdened, or you felt quite burdened in your previous relationship. You're quite heartbroken. It could be a situation where the person was dating someone else, so you could have found out about a third party. And if it's not the case of a third party, then it could just be that obviously, you know, this relationship had left you quite heartbroken. So I feel like it kind of happened quickly, where it's like either you received some news, or it was, you know, communicated to you in a way, or, you know, they just informed you via sort of text, or it could be someone else that gave you that information. But it's something that ended very quickly and abruptly, I would say. And or you're in the middle of this at the moment where it's kind of ending, or you're currently in conflict, in arguments, you know, quite having to put your guards up. As I said, it could be both of you that's having their guards up, so that person could have had their walls up, their guards up, which you found quite difficult to communicate with them. So obviously you felt quite burdened, and it's kind of very difficult. So I feel like your next relationship is going to happen, you know, once this is over. So the next person coming in is, we have here a King of Swords. So where your last person was perhaps more emotionally led, so this person would kind of be more logical, your next person. So tell me about this King of Swords for pile number 1's next relationship. So we want their next relationship, not their current or their past. Their next relationship. Their next relationship with... Okay, so for some of you, I feel like there's going to be a choice between two. So you might decide to stay with your current person, or the person that you've had this conflict with, or go with this new person. So even though it's the King of Swords, it's more like a logical, analytical person, rather than feminine or masculine. Um, or male or female, it's kind of the person's more analytical, as I said. So with yourself, you're going to kind of be in your emotions, so you are going to perhaps make a decision based on what feels right for you, and but there is going to be a choice for your next relationship, so it's not clear cut in this reading. Quite a few of you are probably watching this, so as I said, because it's a general reading, just take what resonates and please leave the rest. But you could be at the moment making sort of a decision, so some of you could just literally be talking to someone else at the moment, and just coming out the breakup, or it will happen where you are going to be speaking to someone else. So please tell me a bit more about the King of Swords. Okay, and okay, so with your next relationship, you're going to feel like there might be a bit of a stagnant time where nothing is happening, where there is, maybe you and the other person that you were your previous relationship, or the person you had the conflict with, kind of nothing going on there, kind of stalemate energy. So it's allowed you to kind of go in and just kind of maybe reflect, or concentrate on your own emotions. But with the next person that's coming in, with your next relationship, it is a new person. Obviously, if you decide not to go into the option, because for some of you there is an option there for you where you could potentially go back with your ex. But if that's not the case, after a time where you're kind of got a bit of a stalemate, a bit of quiet, nothing much going on, then as I said, you'll have someone that's kind of maybe like a wish come true. So someone where it's totally the opposite to the last person. This person is kind of more family orientated. Their priorities are about security, building with you, looking to the future. So this person, I would say, is kind of you're going to find them very attractive. There's someone that kind of works on themselves, so they're quite, I would say, healthy. They are quite balanced, and let's find out a little bit more. So what else can you tell us about the King of Swords? So with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands here, this person could potentially be younger than you, but there's someone that is quite passionate, and it's something that's new, so they will be quite curious, but show that they will have passion towards you, so they will show that, but in a more I would say, after sort of analysing and coming towards you with clarity. So with this person, they're going to be clear with their feelings, with how they feel about you. There's not, you're not going to be guessing. Their intentions are going to be clear. They're going to let you know what it is that they want, what they're looking for. They're going to find you attractive. They're going to have passion for you. It kind of will be a passionate, what's it called? A passionate connection. This person could be kind of creative, or started on something that's quite creative, in terms of their hobbies or work. So they do have kind of quite a bit of passion, as I said. Everything will be communicated to you clearly, where before it wasn't. You were kind of in this energy of feeling quite burdened, heartbroken, defensive, having your walls up. Kind of this will allow you to break down those barriers and walls, because this person's going to make their feelings very clear to you. They are going to just, you know, be able to communicate their emotions, how they're feeling, thinking, and their intentions. So it's going to be quite different to your previous, or what you're coming out of, or what you're currently in at the moment, if you decide to leave where you know that current situation. Okay, so that's what I see for you, pile number 1, in terms of your next relationship. If this didn't resonate with you because it was quite specific, please feel free to select part 2 or 3. Hi there, pile number 2. So this is your reading for what's coming up next. So your next relationship, what you can expect. So let's have a look. So for pile number 2. Okay, so pile number 2. What can pile number 2 expect from their next relationship? Okay, pile number 2. Okay, so can I please clarify the King of Pentacles? Please clarify the Hermit. Can I please clarify the Hermit? Why is the Hermit there? Please clarify the Hermit. Okay. So pile number 2, your next relationship. So I feel your next relationship will be with someone that is quite stable. It could be that they have their own, if it's not their own business, it could be that they are financially stable. They have themselves in a position where either they have a good career with their home life sorted, so it could be that they have their own place. It just means that they are able to invest in you, and also because they are sorted and they are stable within their financially. So financially they are kind of very stable. They are very mature. They've got it together. However, I feel like your next relationship, that's this person, but you might be a bit unsure. So when this person comes towards you, you'll be in a place where you haven't had much going on, or you've been quite disappointed in the past, or you've had options that haven't been fulfilling, or haven't actually been to your standard, or to your wants, or to your needs. They've just been a disappointment, really. So when this kind of your next relationship comes towards you, even though they're kind of stable, they're not like the rest, they have it all, they have it put together. As I said, they could potentially have their business. If it's not a business, then they could be doing really well in their career. When they kind of approach you, and you're going to be at a place where you could potentially miss it, because you are at a point where you've just kind of focusing on kind of everything that you've had, or that's been put towards in front of you, that's kind of been a real disappointment, hasn't been fulfilling, hasn't been emotionally fulfilling, or physically fulfilling. So when it comes towards you, you will, you won't be paying paying attention. So with your next relationship, as I said, you could be potentially be in hermit mode, or you could be at a time when you are reflecting inwards, and you are not kind of sure, kind of not giving up, but you're just like working on yourself. So it's kind of looking in, working on yourself, not really, you know, looking, so to speak. And then kind of that's when you will have that person coming into your life. But they're going to come in a way that's kind of really clear. They're going to be clearly communicating how they feel about you. They are just going to give you some clarity. You're also going to get some clarity because I feel like in the past you've had potentially sort of situations where the persons or people or could have been toxic. So it could be where you were also, you know, attracting kind of toxic people. But it's something that you are moving away from now because you've kind of been reflecting, you've been working on yourself, you're taking a pause, you're looking at kind of what went wrong, you know, why did you attract the previous connections, why didn't it work for you? And so having that time to reflect, you're kind of not in that energy where you are potentially, you know, attracting more toxic situations. So you're moving away from that, as I said, and you're getting some clarity, you're getting some information coming towards you. So the next relationship, so if it so will be, you know, where someone will make their feelings kind of clear. So that's kind of how you know then that relationship, you know, it's kind of a good one because you've had that time to reflect. If you haven't had that time to reflect yet, then it's something that could potentially be, you know, happening in the kind of near future where you will be going inward, you will be reflecting. You'll be taking some time out to move away from that toxic energy. Okay, so let's have a look if we can get a little bit more information about your next relationship. Do I want to take them all? Yeah, okay, I'll take them all. So your next relationship is something that's going to be very fulfilling. It's going to be kind of emotionally fulfilling. It's going to be something where you are feeling kind of you know, kind of fulfilled. You've had kind of many options before where you were very confused, wasn't sure, you know, what went wrong. You wasn't sure if you should go forward with it, but I feel like with the next relationship you are going to know. So you're going to know, you know, in terms of, yes, you might still be confused in the terms of, if you remember earlier on in the reading I was saying you won't see it coming, so you'll be confused. You might be questioning yourself, like, you know, what's going to come out, what's going to go wrong, you know, what could, I'm sure this is kind of too good to be true. But this person's going to find you very attractive. They're going to find you like someone that's within their own power. They are going to feel passion towards you. It could be that, you know, you've been working on yourself and you've decided to maybe focus maybe on your career, your passions, your creative endeavors, and they're going to find that really attractive about you. So yeah, a lot of passion there's going to be a lot of passion. So I feel like that's something that's kind of going to draw your attention towards them, like even though it comes at a time when you are reflecting on your past or looking at what, you know, didn't go right. Can I trust this? There's going to be a spark there. There's going to be a spark that's kind of going to eventually grab your attention for your next relationship. So you're moving away hopefully from that confusion. So tell me a little bit more about the Seven of Cups. Please give me some clarification. I need one more. Seven of Cups. I feel like previously, you know, you were confused because people put you perhaps in a third-party situation, and they weren't very clear, they weren't honest with what they've said to you, which obviously caused a, you know, disappointment. But I feel like with your next relationship, you will be happy, you will be enjoying your time together. It could be that you will, you know, you could meet through friends. It could be someone that you know within your friends group, that, you know, you weren't aware, so they could have liked you, but you were totally unaware that, you know, they liked you. And so it could come as a pleasant surprise when they do reveal their feelings towards you, and how they feel towards you as well. But they will be clear in their communication. You will know how they feel. You will know what they want. As I said, there will be a lot of passion, there will be a lot of attraction there. There's going to be like clear communication. So this person is kind of, as I said, they're going to be stable. You could potentially, you know, if it could potentially build into a very long term, you know, if you allow, if it you both allow it to grow. But there is the potential for like clear communication and passion, and like a beautiful kind of new beginning with this next relationship, where, you know, it's kind of different to what you have experienced before. Okay, pile number 2. So that is your reading. In terms of your next relationship, if you enjoyed this reading, then please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for further relationship readings or future spouse readings, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Hi there, power number 3. So welcome to your reading. Let's have a look at what you can expect from your next relationship. So your next relationship, power number 3. Let's find out what information we can get, or who this person is. So singles, next relationship for my power number 3. Next relationship for my power number 3. Okay. Do I want this card? No. Okay. Let's reshuffle. So one more for power number 3 and power number 3, next relationship. Next relationship for my power number 3. Okay. Oh my god, they're all dropping. Okay, so let's get clarification for the Page of Swords, please. Okay, so pile number 3, your next relationship. So I feel like you've been waiting a while. You've been working on, you'll probably be spending a lot of time working on your projects or endeavors, or just investing time. I feel like there was a point in your there was a point in time where you felt quite anxious in terms of relationship. You know, you might have been single for quite a while, pile number 3, I feel, and you might have been trying to manifest your ideal person. But I feel like you've been waiting, feels like you've been waiting a long time. So you're now at a point where you are not so anxious anymore, but you are kind of waiting, in the waiting. I can see a lot of waiting happening and you manifesting. So it could be that you've been doing manifestation work, writing, a new moon, intention setting and things like that. Pile number 3, I feel like you've also kind of just been working, a lot of you, or studying, or just investing time in yourself. So spending money on yourself, taking care of yourself, because obviously I feel like pile number 3, you're very single. It's not like the other piles where they've kind of been dealing with someone and there's someone else's energy around them. Pile number 3, you are quite, you know, it's very clear that you've been single for a while. So I feel like you're now moving away from that energy. You're moving away from, you know, just being by yourself. There is someone that's going to come in This person could be kind of younger than you, but they're going to show interest in a curious way. So for some of you, it might be that someone that you meet online, so they might, you know, start messaging you online through any social media platform, and just kind of reaching out that way, being curious, asking you questions, you know, because I feel like this is a new person. They don't know you. They find you kind of mystical, in terms of mysterious, and they're just wanting to know more information, and they're going to do so by reaching out. Now for others of you, if it's not you know, someone that's going to reach out on, you know, any social media platform, then it's basically someone that's kind of going to approach you, but in an inquisitive manner. So they might ask you questions. It might be someone that you meet somewhere unexpected. So let's find out a little bit more. So could you tell me a bit more about this person? Right. Tell me a bit more about this person. So this person could have recently come out of a relationship, or had some sort of ending. So it could be that they've had you know, could be something to do with their work or a relationship, but this person is going to be quite clear. They're going to be kind of head over heart kind of person. So they're going to want to know a lot of information first. As I said, it's all inquisitive, a lot of communication, a lot of questions, maybe a lot of talking from this person. So tell me a little bit more about this person from the next relationship. Pile number 3's next relationship. Please tell me a bit more about this person. Please tell me a bit more about this person. Okay, so it could be that this person is quite well to do. Okay, so it could be someone that's very well known. So as I said, with the social media situation, it could be that they have perhaps a lot of followers on their social media, or it could be that they are very well known, or it could be that they're doing really well within their career. So within their career, it could be that they are kind of maybe in management position, kind of a leadership position, but it's kind of this person's well recognized or doing really well within the environment they are specifically in. Now perhaps in the past you haven't been so clear, or there hasn't been sort of clear communication, but I feel like this person will be clear with their communication. So let's find out. So where you felt previously with you just felt like you know, nothing's gonna happen, that's not good, you know, I can't see any way out of this, I've been manifesting, it's been like totally quiet, and you've kind of just felt really restricted, you know, feeling like perhaps you're going to be single forever. So I feel like this person's going to come in at a time where you're feeling kind of ready to give up. Okay, so let's find out a bit more about this person. Okay, next relationship. Let's tell me a bit more. Okay, so I feel like with your next relationship, it's going to come at a time kind of when you're not holding on anymore in terms of an outcome. So even though you're manifesting, you might be at a time where you've decided, right, I've put out my intentions, I'm just going to let it come back to me now. So you're kind of not holding on so tight, you're not waiting for a time frame, you're not trying to look for something specific. So obviously with the High Priestess here as well, I feel like some information is being hidden. So it's not clear in terms of where, when you're going to, you know, you're in terms of when you're going to meet this person, but I feel like it's going to be at a point where you've kind of kind of coming out of this phase of feeling quite restricted, quite bored, where you've had enough of waiting. And I also feel like this person, more importantly, is going to have ended something. So the person you're going to be in a relationship with next could have, as I said, come out of a relationship. There could be an ending that has happened for them, and they're kind of ready to kind of move on. So tell me a bit more about the way this person's going to communicate. So could you please tell me how they're going to communicate? So I feel like, please clarify the devil. Okay. Okay, so I feel like with this person, when they come towards you, you are going to feel a bit, because they're going to be kind of passionate towards you, you're going to feel like they are maybe just after one thing. They're not actually interested in you. You know, you're going to be second guessing it. But I feel like this person is not going to be having any other options. They're not looking at anyone else. They are genuinely going to be looking at you. They will only have eyes for you. But I feel like with the devil here, you're going to feel like they do not, you know, they're looking at other people, or they could be toxic, or, you know, this is kind of too good to be true situation. So with the Ace of Wands, as I said, this person will be kind of very passionate towards you. Please tell me the next relationship, their intentions towards pile number 3. So let's have a look. So yeah, this person, as I said, the reason you might be confused, or you might, you know, be a bit hesitant, will probably be because they're broken up. So for some people, it could be they're going through a divorce. They could have had a family. They ended a cycle. They ended, you know, a chapter. So you are, you know, you're probably going to feel like, you know, this person hasn't probably had enough time and they're moving on to me. But I feel like this person is kind of going to be genuine, but they are going to be very communicative. So they are going to be very clear in terms of their actions when they do speak to you. Okay, so pile number 3, that's all I have for you in terms of your next relationship. I will be posting more videos in terms of kind of what your person feels about you, your next relationship and future spouse readings. So if you're interested, then just feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, I wish you a lovely day, and I hope to see you soon.